Big U was already having a really terrible day after the feds exposed him and officially charged him with murder, but Wack 100 just made Big U's day even worse. It doesn't get much worse than this. We'll get back to the video shortly, but I wanted to let you guys know this video is being sponsored by Kalshi. Kalshi is an app where you can make money predicting current events. I put money on what the weather is gonna be every day on Kalshi. I check the weather app when I wake up. And really all I do is I look at what the highest temperature is gonna be for the day. Then I go on Kalshi and place a prediction on what I think the highest temperature is going to be for the day. I'll say probably 7 out of 10 times my weather prediction hits. Sometimes it doesn't hit. But if you want to get paid by predicted weather on a daily basis, you can do so on Kalshi by clicking the link in my description and downloading the app and using code FLACO to get $10 on your first deposit. The feds officially charged Big U with the murder of Rayshawn Williams in a superseding indictment, which is boring because we already knew that was coming. Like, we already heard about this during the first complaint and indictment. They just didn't officially charge him with it yet. But something very interesting in this superseding indictment, they kept on mentioning Nipsey Hussle and certain things that Big U said about Nipsey Hussle and threats that Big U was making towards Nipsey. Like, for example, on New Year's Eve, December 31st, 2022, Big U was caught on a wiretap talking about Nipsey Hussle. So Big U said that he was bigger than Nipsey Hussle, that he disciplined Nipsey Hussle, and that, he was bigger than any other Rolling 60s, including Nipsey Hussle. Nipsey Hussle at that point would have been dead for 3 years now. So that really highlights the amount of hatred I think Big U had for Nipsey Hussle. That 3 years after his death, man, Big U was still on that with Nipsey. On that same call, Big U says that if anyone, for any reason, has an issue with him, they will no longer be alive. The feds is watching this like, hold on, man. Well, we know for a documented fact that you and Nipsey Hussle had issues. Like the streets have been talking. This is a well-documented fact. Nipsey Hussle dropped a diss track on you. You and Nipsey Hussle had beef. So what do you mean? Now, the following day, Big U hopped on another call. Well, to be honest, this could have just been like a few minutes later because like the call was intercepted on December 31st. So like the minutes could have just been, yo, Big U just called the person back, okay? But January 1st, 2023, on an intercepted call, Big U was still talking about Nipsey Hussle. Now, he was telling the person that him and Nipsey Hussle didn't have beef, which we know it's a lie because they did have beef. But Big U, which I believe from my perspective was kind of sending like a little subliminal threat, letting the person know, hey, bro, hey, I ain't have beef with Nipsey Hussle because if I had beef, and, the transcript said that Big U said, if I had beef, I would have killed him. I'm going to kill him if I have beef, right? So, again, that could have been a subliminal to whoever he was talking about because we know for a fact that Nipsey Hussle and Big U had beef. Now, to me, the feds is including this, right, in the superseding indictment because, everything that's included in this indictment, they're investigating, right? The feds showed up to No Jumper, to Adam 22's house and demanded that Adam 22 turns over the cease and desist that Big U allegedly sent to No Jumper. We now know that Loose Cannon sent that. But they were very interested in the cease and desist that Big U sent over about Nipsey Hussle. Specifically, they mentioned Nipsey Hussle when they showed up to Adam's crib asking about Big U and the cease and desist. So we know for a fact the feds is investigating Big U for Nipsey Hussle murder. Now, if that's not bad enough, facing a superseding indictment, getting officially charged with murder, and then potentially being charged with another murder of Nipsey Hussle, if that's not bad enough, Wack 100 just made Big U's day even tougher, even worse. Because Big U found out today that Wack 100 just gave him an ultimatum. And if Big U don't follow this ultimatum, Wack 100 and his legal team will literally destroy Big U. This is one of the examples of Wack 100 playing the long game. And why I tell everybody, if you ever did Wack wrong, just pray and stay out his way. Because Wack ain't forgetting, bro. Wack is going to get his get back at some point. So when Big U was turning himself in, Big U made some accusations, right? Big U blamed this entire thing on Wack 100 instead of his own decisions, right? So Big U is the one who allegedly went to Vegas and murdered his artist. Big U is the one who was on wiretaps calling himself anybody killer and threatening to murder multiple people. Big U is the one who extorted multiple business owners and NFL players and NBA players, allegedly, according to the indictment. But those actions, Big U don't believe is the reason why he's in jail. He believes that Wack 100 is the reason why he's in jail, which to me is absurd, right? But Big U spent, his turn it in video discussing Wack 100 and trying to turn the public against Wack 100.
So this is gonna probably be my last video. I'm gonna go turn myself in to see what's going on. They talking about I'm a fugitive. So they just raided all my houses. 600 was actually with the police when they raided my house. And he's actually got video and footage of it. So y'all know what y'all dealing with. And I just want to say this to y'all. When they raided my houses and my property, they was asking about Wack. Wack, loose cannon, 600, and this internet stuff. All of y'all filed. All y'all who be sending shit around the internet, all y'all who be promoting and listening to what these saying, all y'all giving these likes and hidden likes, all y'all supporting this. All y'all guilty of this shit. If you had something against a black man, you should handle it with a black man in the streets. Wack said 100 times he was gonna take my contracts. He working with the FBI. The FBI went to the city 3 days in a row and told the city they didn't want nobody to give me no more money. They went to all the different celebrities and told all the different celebrities, don't give me no money, don't help me, don't do nothing for me. They going around scaring and intimidating everybody. But y'all sitting it around getting people in trouble. Like y'all don't understand what the FBI do to black men.
Even the biggest Big U supporters will hear this and think this is absolutely erroneous, that Big U is trying to turn his arrest into a civil rights issue. Big U got picked up not because he was like a black man or the second coming of Farrakhan helping black people. Big U got picked up because he was violating and brutalizing and victimizing black people at a rapid pace. Big U was doing too much, bro, right? But Big U will look at what he did and completely ignore it and then blame other people, like blaming 600 and Wack 100. Big U will continue to try to shame people for still watching Wack 100, claiming that Wack 100 is the reason why he's being locked up.
Who try to help their community. I ain't been nothing but a help to our community. But I guess it is what it is. This the price of being black and trying to help somebody, trying to help your community and do what you can. You just guilty because somebody else don't like you and then go on the internet and do what the they want to, and y'all gonna promote it. It's crazy. But I'm going to go turn myself in though, because I ain't did nothing. This fact is, man, they done went to my house, kicked my houses in, bust my doors down, bust my windows. They calling my son at his football practice, threatening him. You know what I mean? These dudes tagging him. What kind of shit is this? But y'all gonna be rolling with these dudes. And I got this last thing to say. Wack said he was gonna destroy developing option, right? So who gonna replace developing option? Which one of you in the 60s gonna call yourself coming in? Because whoever try to come in, y'all the ones that's working with Wack. Believe that. So remove me to get me out the way for somebody else to come in who gonna cooperate. That's what the play is. That's what the whole play is. I'm out.
That's why I tell a lot of y'all, man, leave Wack alone, bruh. Do not beef. Wack is a diabolical mastermind who plays the long game. See, Wack 100 has had this footage of Big U lying on him for the last year and a half, maybe 2 years. But Wack has set back. Wack waited until Big U's resources has been depleted. Big U has had a lawyer, lost a lawyer, had a public defender, got a new lawyer, and the trial don't look like it's coming any closer. Big U got sent to solitary confinement, so Wack waited until Big U's spirits have been broken. The days are getting longer, and now Wack is willing to strike. Well, according to Wack, it's his legal team who was pushing him to take Big U for everything he has. So while Big U is currently facing this RICO with depleted resources, while Big U is in solitary confinement, Wack 100 has announced that Big U has an ultimatum. Retract everything he says in this video or else.
What's up to the IG streets, YouTube streets? You know, I always like to come to y'all first about anything I'm doing. I got a tough decision to make. Big U, when he turned himself in, made accusations that Wack 100 and 600. He mentioned loose cannon, which he may very well be. But Wack 100 and 600 was working with the feds to take him down. He said this to the world. My legal team, when it comes to my overall businesses and things that I do, they have some say-so in these matters. So I've been fighting them on what I didn't want to do, which is file anything against Big U for defamation and slander, as I did with World Star and LA Media, and I won that case, and I got paid. So anybody that talks to this man, communicates with this man, I'm trying my best to keep my legal team from doing what they feel they're obligated to do, because my legal team is also my business partners in a lot of my business.
Understand this. This is checkmate. Checkmate for several reasons. A, Big U used his relationship with World Star to publish about a 20-minute video claiming that Wack 100 was an informant, which turns out it was a lie. They had no proof whatsoever. And World Star actually got sued by Wack and settled the case. So there's already history of Big U spreading, I guess, misinformation that Wack 100 is a federal informant. So Big U making that video and also claiming that Wack is an informant, that right there is a history. That's textbook defamation. If Wack 100 sues Big U currently, A, how will Big U fight the trial? Like, how will Big U fight the case? Big U can't afford to go through another legal battle separate of this murder trial. Yo, Big U ain't Diddy. Diddy can afford to fight 40 different civil cases while fighting his RICO. Big U can't fight this RICO and a civil trial at the same time. This is literally going to bankrupt Big U, right? Big U's son ain't signed his extension yet. Big U's son ain't signed that big extension yet. Big U's son, I believe, is still on his rookie deal. He's still on his rookie contract. So Big U don't really got too many. Right now, if Wack 100 push this button, it's checkmate. But Wack is saying Big U can do something to avoid this.
And they felt like in the long run, it could affect the business. So we need a statement retracting that. I'm going to tell you what I need to fight my legal team. If a statement retracting what he said, which he knows is false, there's no claim or proof of. Matter of fact, in federal court, they addressed it and went on the record and said that they've never talked to, dealt with, communicated, spoke to with Wack 100 and 600 regarding any of these things. In fact, ever, right? I need that retraction. If not, I'm letting y'all know, y'all hearing here first. The man is already up under enough pressure. I'm going to be forced to go at any and everything, catalogs, real estate, whatever he might have any type of possession of ownership of, I'm going to be forced to go at it. Are y'all hearing it first? So anybody know this dude? Y'all talk to him, holla at him.
This right here is a lose-lose situation for Big U. There's no way out of this. You put out a statement, right, apologizing to Wack 100. You look like a weakling. You probably can't even show your face no more in the prison, bro. All right, Wack 100 is essentially your daddy and he owns you. If you don't apologize to Wack 100, now Wack 100 can go after you, put you in a chokehold, make your life miserable, right? Take away a lot of your resources. You not got to choose between, should I put all my resources in fighting this RICO or put all my resources in fighting Wack 100 in a civil trial? I don't know what Big U is going to do at this point.
Give me that so I can go back and tell my legal team, listen, he retracted it. Let it be. This is something I don't want to do. But at the end of the day, when I'm at the table of business and I'm dealing with my partners, my word only goes so far. So once again, y'all hearing it here. If I don't see something or can't fight with nothing, probably in the next 10 to 30 days, they're going to go on and do what they're going to do. And when they do it, I'll let y'all know they did it. You know, I ain't got no problem. I ain't hiding nothing, but I'm letting y'all know. So any of y'all got any type of communication with this dude out there, I strongly suggest that you holler at him and let him know what this is and what this ain't. Again, this is something I don't want to do. They've been pressing me to do it for the last 6, 7 months, right? He know he told a lie and he ain't got a leg to stand on. The federal government is going to walk up in that civil court and say, we don't know this man. We ain't had no dealings or communication with this man. And at that point, he's done, because now he has to show where these things have happened, and he can't show that.
If I'm Big U, I'll apologize, man, and move on with my life. Street credibility at this point ain't worth a goddamn thing. I'm facing life in prison. The last thing I want, bro, is somebody as petty as Wack 100 with as much resources and money Wack has to come after my assets, bro. I'm straight. I'm apologizing, bro, and moving on with my life. But y'all let me know, if you were Big U, what would you do in this situation, okay? And if you're still watching my video and you want to watch another good video, click on this video right here to find out why Mace says he will always hate Charlamagne the God. He explains some things that Charlamagne the God did to him about a decade ago. So click on this video right here to find out what I'm talking about. And if you want to support, please send me a hype. Click on the hype button below this video. Hypes are how you push my videos in the algorithm for me. So, you get 3 hypes a week. So please send me a hype to this video if you rock with me. I'm going to see you guys in this video, okay? I'm out of here, folks. Peace.